Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Wrestling legend and WWE Hall of Famer Arn Anderson recently spoke about helping John Cena. The Four Horsemen member was paired with Cena backstage during his early days in the WWE. Anderson worked as a backstage agent in WWE when John Cena debuted in the company. Cena was part of the famous OVU group that also included Batista, Randy Orton, and Brock Lesnar. The legend, on the instructions of Vince McMahon, worked closely with Cena for a decade and helped him with the subtle art of storytelling in the ring. During an exclusive chat with senior editor Bill Apter, Arn mentioned that he always wanted John to get reactions as a babyface. He recalled telling John Cena to make his opponent look formidable in the ring. Anderson detailed that the Cenation leader had a great look, but still needed to make his opponent seem like a credible threat to him to sell the match. John Cena is currently on a roll with his farewell tour. The star turned babyface again before his SummerSlam clash against Cody Rhodes. He is now slated to face Logan Paul at Clash in Paris later this month. The world of professional wrestling has always thrived on iconic moments, unforgettable rivalries, and timeless advice that echoes through the halls of locker rooms long after the matches are over. For John Cena, one of the biggest names in WWE history, a crucial piece of advice given by a wrestling legend early in his career may have been one of the key reasons behind his rise to superstardom. That advice was simple yet powerful: do it bell to bell. In an exclusive conversation, the wrestling veteran who shared this wisdom recalled the moment vividly and reflected on how Cena carried it with him throughout his run, eventually cementing himself as one of the greatest WWE superstars of all time. The advice, which essentially emphasized the importance of putting in the work between the opening and closing bell of a match, was more than just a slogan. It was a mindset, a philosophy that demanded resilience, consistency, and discipline inside the ring. The legend explained that Cena, despite his charisma, mixed skills, and larger-than-life personality, was reminded to never rely solely on catchphrases or entertainment value. Instead, he was urged to prove himself through wrestling fundamentals, storytelling, and in-ring work ethic every single time he stepped inside the squared circle. The phrase bell to bell meant that no matter how the crowd reacted, no matter what storyline WWE presented, Cena's obligation was to deliver in the match itself, to wrestle with intensity, passion, and purpose from start to finish. According to the legend, John Cena took this advice to heart from the beginning of his career and never let it go. He became known not only for his catchphrases and never-give-up mentality, but also for his ability to consistently perform at a high level in main event matches, night after night, year after year. Whether it was against Randy Orton, Edge, Triple H, Brock Lesnar, AJ Styles, or The Rock, Cena lived by the bell-to-bell mantra. The legend admitted that at the time, Cena was still finding his way in WWE and was under enormous pressure to stand out. The ruthless aggression era had just begun, and the locker room was filled with larger-than-life characters like Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, and The Undertaker. Cena, with his chain gang persona and freestyle raps, brought something fresh to the table. But the advice was meant to remind him that entertainment outside the ring could only carry him so far. True greatness would come from the matches themselves. Cena proved the legend right. Over the years, Cena became the standard-bearer for WWE. He headlined multiple WrestleManias, carried championships for record-setting reigns, and became a global ambassador for the company. The legend who gave him that advice said that Cena's career is a textbook example of how talent combined with discipline and focus can create a once-in-a-generation superstar. Cena never took a night off, never phoned it in, and always gave the audience everything he had bell to bell. The wrestling veteran added that many young wrestlers today could learn from Cena's journey. In an era where social media popularity and mic skills often overshadow in-ring ability, the advice of do it bell to bell remains timeless. Matches will always be the heart of professional wrestling, and those who deliver consistently in the ring will ultimately earn respect from both fans and peers. The legend also highlighted how Cena's bell-to-bell mindset was evident even in his later years, when he transitioned into a part-time role while pursuing Hollywood success. Despite being away from WWE for long stretches, whenever Cena returned, whether for a WrestleMania appearance, a SummerSlam main event, or a surprise return on Raw, he brought the same work ethic and determination. His matches with Roman Reigns, Austin Theory, and Bray Wyatt showcased that even as his schedule changed, his commitment inside the ring did not. Cena himself has often spoken about his belief in hard work, discipline, and respect for the business, values he credits to the legends who came before him. He has admitted that veterans like The Undertaker, Kurt Angle, and others guided him, but this particular piece of advice about performing bell-to-bell stuck with him most. The legend in this exclusive discussion revealed that Cena not only applied it to himself, but also passed it on to younger stars when he became a locker room leader. Many talents who came after him, including Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Kevin Owens, have said publicly that Cena was instrumental in helping them navigate the pressures of WWE. One story shared in the conversation highlighted how Cena, while on top of the company, would remind rookies backstage that the fans ultimately judge you based on what you do in the ring, not just what you say in a promo. He would repeat the phrase bell to bell as a reminder that effort, execution, and storytelling between the ropes are what separate stars from legends. The impact of that philosophy is still felt today in WWE, where Cena is celebrated not just as a 16-time world champion, but as an example of what it means to carry the company's banner with pride. His ability to connect with fans, regardless of whether they cheered or booed him, stemmed from the credibility he built in the ring. No matter how polarizing his character became, no one could deny that John Cena gave his all in every match. The legend concluded by saying that he believes Cena's legacy will endure not just because of his championships, merchandise sales, or Hollywood career, but because of his dedication to the craft of wrestling. Do it bell to bell was the advice, and John Cena lived it every day of his career. That the veteran insists is what made him great, and what will keep his name etched in history alongside the all-time greats of the business. In professional wrestling, advice often comes in simple, powerful words, but it is the actions of those who receive it that define its true worth. John Cena's journey from a rookie with ruthless aggression to the face of WWE is proof that the right guidance, embraced wholeheartedly, can shape a career that inspires millions. Cena's story, fueled by resilience and anchored by this timeless advice, is now itself a lesson for generations of superstars to come. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.